How long do we get?
What?
5 minutes. 5 minutes?
Yep.
Unless you're 2, right?
All over the United States, there are children and young adults with undiscovered artistic talent. This is partly because our schools do not have sufficient art programs to teach children and young adults the skills that they need. So if a child would like to take art lessons, they have to go outside of the school, which can often be very expensive. Every child is an artist. The problem is how to remain an artist once he grows up. Pablo Picasso. My solution to you today is a nonprofit after-school program where children and young adults learn important art skills. Why is this essential? Sorry. Anyways. Oh, there we go. Sorry, they're out of order. Why is this essential for our community? This is essential for our community because our modern communities lack artistic outlets. These outlets allow people to express themselves and can also be therapeutic. We need to allow our community and our children and young adults and everyone to do these things. What is this organization? Sorry, this is really hard to look. Sorry. Okay, what is this organization? This organization are free classes that teach art history, technique, and skill. The classes provided are acrylics, watercolor sketching, and drawing with color. Sorry. Who are we? This organization is made up of the students who are in 7th through 12th grade, the volunteers who help with supplies and the students, and the different artists, and the teachers are different artists who will come in each month and teach classes. Our goals are to teach children and young adults valuable art skills that they can use in daily and practical life. Our hope is that they will leave more artistically enlightened than when they came. We would like to give them the opportunity to be successful practically or professionally. We would be located in a library, church, or community center because they're large, normally central in the community, and cheap or often free. Our budget is $10,000. We have set aside $500 for advertising, $3,000 for supplies, $5,500 for rent, $1,000 for legal, and $600 for random things such as background checks. We will also host fundraisers and sell the students' art if they would like us to. The timeline for this project is 1 year. The timeline here is in November, receive the grant, it was given. In January, find a building to rent and start recruiting volunteers. In April, finish insurance and other legal aspects such as background checks. In May, order products and start advertising, and in August, begin the classes. So, in conclusion, I am requesting $10,000 for my grant. I ask you to consider my proposal for the good of our community. Our hope is that we may flourish like many great art periods before us.
When you're done with your sheet, pass it to Zane.
Okay, I have a question.
Yeah.
Are we supposed to do questions, or is that like...
I don't know, do we do questions?
Are we doing that?
Oh, that's right, we do. After every 5-minute art grant presentation, there's a 2-minute Q&A section, and so that's open to you guys too. So you ask any questions about stuff that you have.
Yes.
Is this like only going to be centered around one specific school, or is it focused on?
This is centered around the whole school district of Austin, or a certain area.
So will this be funded? Will everything be contributed by volunteers, or will this be funded under the school?
Can you repeat the question?
So will this class, will it be funded all by volunteers, or will it be under the school?
This is separate from schools, but since it is a nonprofit organization, we have to have volunteers and they cannot get paid because we don't actually earn any money. Yes.
Why 7th through 12th? Why not 6th to 12th when most kids start middle school?
I'm not really sure. Well, we just did it like before, it's just what came up, I guess. Like I guess it's centered with like middle of middle school up to graduating.
Any other questions? All right, thank you.
Just sit it down somewhere.
Then you are recording, right?
Yes. Okay. I'll also time that in the future.
Hi. Hi. You actually got it.
All right, ready? On your mark, get set.
Go! Hello, I'm Kate Van Cleef. The title of this project is Awesome Possum Painting. We will basically be painting this giant mural on the south wall of Lincoln Peters Children's Hospital in Atlanta, Georgia. The purpose for this is to cheer up the sick children there and their families by painting this colorful mural for them, and also to help raise money to support the families during this difficult time for them. The time to put this project together will take about an estimated 1 month. First week, my business will host a grand party for the community and everyone at the hospital. This will take place on Friday, June 30th, 2017. At the party, the children will be given art supplies and pieces of paper, coloring pencils, whatever, and they can draw whatever they want, and this gets them involved in the project. In addition to this, we will collect donations from the community, and these donations will go directly to the hospital. And when the children have finished their pictures, we will place them all over the hospital and present them to everyone in the hospital. Then, following Monday on July 3rd, we will begin painting the mural on the south wall of Lincoln Peters Children's Hospital. And this is what the mural will look like. This is the model. Yeah. So, the budget for this will be about $10,000 altogether. This is just our estimate at this point. Any money left over will be given to the families at the hospitals. I am qualified to do this project because I have clipboard and I have a master's degree in visual arts, and I run a business called Awesome Possum Art. My team and I have completed several murals all over the country. This project will be seen by thousands of people. Atlanta is a big place. And so this mural will be there, for as long as the hospital's there, I guess. So several people will see it. The display for the mural will take place on July 28th. That's Friday night, July 28th, 2017. The main goal of this whole thing is based on scientific reasons. That there's this thing called color healing, and this color stimulates the brain, and our bodies absorb the energy of the light that comes from the color. And all of our organs and body systems and all of our functions in our body are actually connected through energy. And this mural will impose this energy stimulator in their brains. So also this project gets the children involved in something fun, and it's something that they can be a part of. So we are hoping that this will install encouragement in them and their wonderful families. So that's it.
Okay. Now we have a 2-minute question and answer time.
I have a question.
Okay.
Did you draw this? Dang.
Would it be paint or would it be tiles?
Any questions?
Would it be paint or would it be tiles?
That's a good question. It would be paint, and there's actually around 30 colors in this whole thing. So there would be a lot of paint that we would need. That's why we need $2,000. Yes, you in the tux.
It's kind of like a double-sided question. One, where exactly do you get your cost of $10,000? And then two, what are the dimensions of this wall?
Yeah.
The dimensions of the wall, yeah.
A rough
I'm not
estimate.
completely sure about the dimensions of the wall. It's going to be, it's a rectangular wall, so it's like, I'd say about 20 feet across here and maybe 15 on the sides. So like the size of this wall. Yeah.
So I have a question if no one is raising their hand.
Yes, you, because
What?
It's a little.
Does the black and white and gray also stimulate color tone?
no.
Then why is it on there?
Because, well, it's just part of the design that I have for it. So it's just to add to
Do
it.
all the colors besides those stimulate color tone?
Sorry, repeat that.
Do all the colors except the black, white, gray stuff, that all of the other colors stimulate?
Well, there's the main 7 colors are the colors of the rainbow that stimulate these color energies. So red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, and violet are the main colors. So all of those colors are included in this. So not all of the colors stimulate color energy, but all of them do. Yes.
Did you come up with this?
Did I come up with this design?
Yes.
Yes. Yes, the hat.
Wait, I thought you were pointing at me first. Okay. Did you have like an idea of what you wanted to like sort of base the picture off of, or did you just kind of like come up with your own pattern?
Well, I came up with this idea a few months ago. I kind of imagine this as kind of like a tear through the picture. There's not a particular meaning behind it. At least I don't think there is. There might be. And if I find that, I will let you know.
Okay, and then I have a question because Zane actually might have asked it. So are the rectangles going to be bigger?
No.
Okay, so this is gonna be flat. They're not gonna be like sticking out.
I'm not completely sure. This is just a model for it. So
Okay.
we might do 3D. It'll just depend on how much money we receive. So, but we're gonna have, this is why it's gonna take longer for us to do it, because it's gonna take place in the summer. So we need a few months to let the word out for everyone to donate and help with this project. Yes.
Who will be painting it?
Name my business. We have about 25 to 30 people on my team, my core group. So we might have a few volunteers coming in as well. Anyone else? Yes, you would stop by.
Is your business nonprofit or this project nonprofit?
Not sure.
Okay.
Well, the money, we're not going to receive any of the money. All the money's going towards the hospital. So it's
From
all,
the art grant,
Yes.
not from your company.
Partly from my company and the art grant as well, and the donations. So, yeah, so all of it's going towards the hospital ultimately. Yeah. Yes.
Out of curiosity, how long did it take you to draw this? Well, to make the entire thing?
To make the design or just draw it?
To draw it, paint it, color it in, think it up, all that.
To think it up, it only took a second, but I did. To me, solid couple weeks. We did it when I finished. I finished it. Is that it then? Anyone else?
All right. Good job. Good. Start? Okay. Hi, my name is Amy Ethington, and today I'm submitting my art grant application for a project I've been working on called the Neighborhood Art Acceptance Pact, or NAP for short. Now, as you can probably tell from the name of my project, this is going to make art acceptance in my neighborhood more proficient. So before I go into all the minor details of my project and how it's really going to work, I have 2 of my neighbors who are coming to explain the importance of why I'm doing this. So class, please welcome Thumbelina and Hildegard. Thumbelina. How are you? Hi, Hildegard. I'm feeling spectacular right now. Wow, what's going on? Well, I just made the most amazing discovery. You know that awful utility box I have in my front yard that is such an eyesore? Yeah, what about it? Well, you know that neighborhood girl that's always babysitting everyone? Oh yeah, Amy! Yeah, that's the one. She is submitting an art grant application so that she can paint all of our utility boxes so they won't be so bad anymore. Oh my gosh, that is amazing. I can't believe that. She sounds like a great person. I know, right? And she's going to provide for the sanding, priming, and painting of all 22, not just ours. Wow, that's really great. We better go make sure she does this right. Let's go. All right. Thank you, Thumbelina and Hildegard. So, my project is going to paint all 22 utility boxes in my neighborhood and make the neighborhood a friendlier environment. Right now, people don't even like walking down the streets anymore because they don't want to see all those ugly utility boxes. And the dogs keep peeing on them. It's really bad. So, you may be wondering why I'm qualified to present this project and to lead this project. So I'm going to tell you. For the past 5 summers, I've gone to Fort Collins, Colorado, and spent the whole summer there. And that is where they first began this project of painting utility boxes. As you can see in the picture that I showed, they painted them really beautifully. Those are actually examples from Fort Collins. And they just made these neighborhoods really great and really friendly environments. And I really enjoyed being there every summer. And I have access to all of those people who have started this project. I know what kind of paint they used. I have access to all of that. And so I'm really going to be able to make this project really awesome. My budget for this project is going to be about $100 per box, and multiply that by 22, that's going to be $2,200. But my vision is a lot bigger than my neighborhood, but my vision was actually a lot bigger than the budget that was given. And so if I get the art grant of $10,000, I will actually be able to expand this beyond just my neighborhood and make a lot more neighborhoods beautiful. And I'm really excited to do that. This is going to influence, for now, just the 400 people in my neighborhood, but it really matters to us. So please consider my art grant application. Thank you.
Did you bash dogs in that one?
Yeah, I came up with that on the spot. Wasn't trying to. Any questions? Any?
Are you painting all these boxes by yourself? Or are you painting something?
No. Actually, we are going to have the local Cedar Park High School and Cedar Park Middle School, their art programs are going to come and paint them for us. Yes.
Will the person who owns the property that has these boxes be able to put in a request for a personalized style?
Mm-hmm. Yes, definitely. Michael.
Why puppets?
Because puppets are amazing.
Yep.
Next question.
Two things. First, regarding basically people's permissions for letting you do this. First of all, are your neighbors going to be able to say, like, refuse you painting their boxes?
Of course, yeah.
Okay. And then the second thing is, can you foresee running into any legal troubles with painting people's utility boxes?
Well, I know how to get through all that legal stuff because of the stuff in Fort Collins that I mentioned, and so yeah, I don't think we'll run into any legal trouble.
Yes. How long do you think it'll take to pass this with the homeowners association?
Probably about 6 months.
Okay, then my question, in Colorado, do they have an issue with like inappropriate or violent boxes? I mean, I could see
They
someone
do have a
request-
reputation of graffiti that they needed to get rid of, so they painted them. Yes.
How long will the paint last on the boxes?
Part of my plan will be to implement like waterproof paint and maybe continue to, you know, repaint it every couple of years. So should last. Yes.
If this works out and everything goes through as planned, do you think this would spread to other neighborhoods if people are happy with it?
I hope so.
Set in the Baroque style. It is literally just a communion set decorated in sort of Baroque style. Organically decorated in black and gold, inspired by wool furniture, inspired by the style of a guy named like I can't remember his name, something wool. And here is a picture of what that kind of stuff looks like, so I guess just pass this around. The purpose of this project is to have a project to present. The location of the project will obviously be in a church because we're also doing communion sets. I don't know how long it will take to put the project together because I don't really plan that kind of stuff. The project will be displayed during church services. When else would be displayed a communion set? The church members will see it. Yeah. And, yeah. I'm qualified to lead this project because I have a PhD in Episcopalianism, which is, very important. And when the project is finished, I expect that I will go home and play video games. I don't know how much money I will need for this project or how I'm going to make it. But anyway, it's an idea, and here's a drawing I did of what's probably going to look like, sort of.
Did you draw these yourself?
Yes. That is basically all I have to say.
All right. Any questions for Aaliyah?
Not all I did for this presentation.
Jonah's got a question.
So you mentioned how the project will be displayed to church and who all would see it and what happened about it, but you never really, what is the project exactly?
It's a communion set. I already said.
So is this for like one church or a bunch of churches or a certain denomination, or is this a general project?
I would imagine it would just be in one church.
Just one church?
Probably my church, honestly.
Okay, so is this for, you know, is this supposed to be just for beauty of it, or is there a particular purpose behind that communion table?
No, not really a particular purpose. I just need the project presented.
All right, any other questions? Okay, thank you, Aaliyah.
Do you have a
I have no history.
Are you ready, Kira?
I'm not confused, yes.
Hi guys, go ahead and settle down.
Okay. So this right here is all what you see on my computer. There's no like, there's no document anywhere on it. It's just this. Okay. This is Great Hills Baptist Church, one of the best places in the world.
Wait, what?
This is Great Hills Baptist Church. What you're looking at here. It's a Google Maps picture. This is where we are right now. So, okay, you might be thinking, what is the project? You haven't said anything about a project yet. The project is the construction of one of these things. It's gonna make a better. It's gonna make this good place a better place. What you're actually looking at right here is the picnic structure in the Elizabeth Milburn Park. This is actually the place where we did our team building. It's where I got the idea, but this particular image I'll actually be using as a reference point throughout the presentation. I'll be using this image throughout, and yeah, thing about this is that for this, we're probably going to have to actually reduce the size some, since we're fitting it right, since the current plan is to have it fit right there. That seems like the most clear space spot for, like, around this campus. I'll take suggestions, but that's my current plan. So I picture the size to be reduced to about 2 meters out and 3 meters wide. The reason why I think this project is going to be an improvement of the quality of the campus is just generally a spot to like sit down from the rain and the ants, because we got a lot of ants around here, by yourself in the quiet with no interruptions. You can also have a meeting out in the quiet with no ants. Or you can study in full concentration, deep concentration, completely peacefully. So another feature that's probably going to be installed along with it is a grill. You can use it to make like hot dogs, hamburgers, pork or bacon, etc. Yeah, it'll grant the option, but it's not absolutely necessary. But I mean, this place has one. We can install one here as well. And obviously, another requirement will be garbage can, obviously, but like it's kind of required. It's just kind of necessary. It's not going to be super amazing, but at least people who eat there or are wandering around with desperate garbage to throw out are going to be able to. So this is what I picture to be about the absolute largest we're going to have to build this thing, or have this thing built for us. Like this is how I visualize it. So like as you can see, there's like there's still reasonable space around to like play tag or climb trees or all that. That next plan, we gotta fund this. Like, if I don't get any money from the grant, there's a backup plan. We can have this thing funded. My plan to have this funded is actually to do it done collectively, with multiple people with fewer dollars per person. I imagine the project would cost maybe about like $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 to get completely done. So we would need to have about this many people, like donating maybe $1 each. That enters the building over time. There's a problem with this though. Like the problem with it, the possible problem, is that there are probably going to be a reasonable amount of people who don't donate any money. Like they just say, nah, I don't feel like it. They don't add any money to the project. But for every person who donates $20 bill, for every 20 people, like actually 20 people who don't donate anything, that will make up for it all. I also have another plan. Another plan is if we're really lucky, we'll have this guy come in. And if that ever happens, we're all set. So, yeah, that's it. So that is an idea. You guys had 6 weeks to make this. This was, I apologize for the lack of artistry or quality in it, but it was kind of, I got it done a little bit, well, hey, at least it's not from the beginning. I could have done it in the beginning. Yeah, so yeah, there we go. That's the idea. All right, yeah. Who's got questions? Who's got criticism? I'm open to criticism.
Questions for Kieran.
Yep.
So is it going to be look exactly like that, or are you going to put like more color into it?
Really, whatever people want. But it's not going to be exactly like that. That's just a good reference point. Yep.
Can you paint it a rainbow?
If people want it. Well, it's not just going to be. It's not just going to be me.
I have a question. How did this genius idea get into your brain?
During the team building, or from the team building.
That was amazing. Best presentation I've ever seen.
Is the church okay with you doing this? Ripping up their
well,
lawn?
yeah, like I gotta mention, we need approval. Like before any kind of funding or any kind of like plans, we gotta have approval from someone in power. No, I don't know. If anyone really, well, obviously we're gonna need it to do anything with it, to make it happen at all. That's pretty recent.
So once this is built, will this be church property or will this be public?
Church property.
Okay, it will be church property.
Yeah.
So for building this, who would be doing the construction?
It's the same people who make them in other places.
Okay.
Like, no, yeah.
So no group in particular.
So is your funding coming from whatever amount of art grant you get, or from people?
This what I showed here is assuming we get no funding from the art grant. So the art grant could help. I imagine it would cost maybe about $2,000 to make the whole thing.
other than, of course, the very important task of removing yourselves from the vile creatures that are ants, what do you foresee this this art project, or what kind of cultural or artistic benefit can you see coming out of this project?
Yeah, that's a decent question. So it will be a very it's a place to sit. It's a place to like. It's a place to sit around the campus. We don't got much. I mean, we actually do have maybe the picnic, like a picnic on the left, like to the left from the exit for the entrance. It's kind of small. There's not much space around the place. What's the benefit? The benefit is either concentrating if you need to, or having a meeting, or like doing something where you're guaranteed to have no people like running around like the hallways. That's kind of the idea, because it's pretty quiet with like there's no one doing anything else other than you.
Yeah.
All right, any other questions? Oh, Jonah?
So Michael feels we need another round of applause.
This is not my,
This is what a church looks like.
yeah.
Jonah has one. Did you have one, Jonah?
Yeah, could you also bring the Latin books in the grill? Yeah, no.
Wait, hold on. In the U.S., there are approximately 600,000 homeless residents. Over 57,000 of those are veterans. 90% of homeless women are homeless because they are escaping physical or sexual abuse. 1 in 5 homeless people suffer from an untreated mental illness. In 2014, 43% of cities made it illegal to sleep in your car. 53% made it illegal to sit or lie down in public, and 24% made it illegal to beg in public. In Austin, there are approximately 2,197 homeless residents. That number has gone up by 20% since 2015. So how do we fix it? How do we change a problem that feels so big? An art walk. Here's how an art walk works. It's basically a pop-up gallery. So you can come and set up paintings, and it can be anywhere. People just walk through it. It doesn't have to be in a set building or property. Here's how I want the art walk to relate to my project. Any homeless person can sign up for my art walk. Each person gets a certain amount of paints, brushes, and canvas to create 133 homeless people could come through the art walk. Even with $500 taken out for advertising, we would still be able to have 100 people. Each person who signs up will have 1 month to create their piece. When people come, they can either buy the art of the homeless people, or they can donate directly to the cause. This project will not only help them make money, but it's also a way to raise awareness to the problem. If they want to create another $15 per person. With the minimum of $2,000 that the art grant provides, that would mean
Are we rolling? All right. Hello, my name is Michael Hollingsworth. I hope that you all already know this. I'm here today to talk to you about what is wrong with society today. But first, I shall tell you of what I propose to do, of my plans. Coming up in the next little while in Austin is ACL, a large festival of sorts, I believe. And what I plan to do is to build a large, tall, cement wall. It will be about, I would say, approximately 5 feet wide and about 7 feet tall. Now, this concrete wall would be painted red. The red would symbolize the anger, the hate, the distaste that has covered today's society, the separation. There are sides to be taken, fingers to be pointed, dirt to be dug up. There is no more unity, there is no more closeness, there is no hospitality to those you don't know, they are strangers. In today's society, everyone has this wall, this heavy, overbearing wall of hate, anger. But what I plan to do is to make this a public exhibit, an interactive? Yes. an interactual exhibit. People to come and pick up a hammer, which will be painted bright yellow. Yellow to symbolize gold, to symbolize happiness, to symbolize unity, togetherness. And they will take these yellow hammers and they will attack this wall to bash it. They will have their picture taken, a video taken. But they will be provided with safety goggles, and they will probably be given warnings and probably have to sign a waiver so that we are not held legally liable. But once they have smashed through this wall of anger, of hate, that symbolizes the anxiety, happiness, and unity, they will find something inside. A large, 6-foot-tall steel cross, showing what has been hidden, what has been placed under this modern-day religion, separation, sides to take it. It will show what we have needed, or what has been covered all this time, and what we can use to find it. Love, togetherness. Now for this project, I'm hoping for at least $2,000. All spare proceeds will, of course, be used to buy Bibles to be handed out to those that finally do find the cross hidden. Thank you. Any questions? Aaliyah.
Do you have any specific title for this project? What kind of write is the topic?
Build a wall.
This wall is going to be
Build
huge.
a wall to knock it down.
Yes.
So pretty much what Trump's doing.
Anna, yes.
So basically your idea is to pay to build a wall and then have people smash it.
Yes.
Okay, how much is it going to cost to build this wall? And like how big is it? And like if you're having it, because like ACL is in Zilker Park, right? Don't you need to get permission to just like build a wall in the park?
Yes.
By
But-
wide, did you mean long or like literal, like?
It's going to be about 2 feet wide. I forgot that part. My apologies. It's going to be like.
So the length was to 5.
So it's going to be like about 5 feet long and about 7 feet tall. It's going to be this big imposing wall meant to strike fear into your heart. Because that's what society is these days, just fear, anger, accusations and stuff. Yes, ma'am?
Okay, so if you have one person coming to smash the wall to let out their anger, how long do they smash it? Do they just smash it to like burn a hole into it?
About 2 minutes.
2 minutes. They only get 2 minutes on it, so there's going to be a person timing each person at the wall.
It's going to be like a pinata thing. Everybody
gets
gets one hit until it smashes.
That's gonna take a long process.
Well, 2 minutes to smash it. So. Right.
How long will this wall last?
There's no time. It could last hours, it could last hours. Great.
Will this be an annual thing or just say this year?
If I am able to receive more funding, then yes. If I am able to receive funding on an annual basis, yes, it would be an annual thing. Amy?
Will you charge for people to break the wall?
No, it will be free.
Then how will you make money in order for it to do it again?
I said funding will come from like an art.
But why would we fund it? What's the benefit of the wall?
Spreading the word of love in Christ to all those.
By smashing
By
the
a
wall.
generous donor.
Yes.
So releasing your anger
Releasing it, getting rid of it. Yes.
by smashing a wall.
Yes.
Why would they choose to smash this wall if they can just make a wall of their own and smash it?
Because it's free.
And it's also free to make your own wall.
But it's also,
no, you have to pay to make
So
your
don't
own.
you feel
Cement.
like maybe there are like other ways to get this message across? You know, like advertising or like, you know, like posting a YouTube video or something? Besides like building a wall?
But this is more.
Okay.
Yes.
I disagree with Anna. I think this is a really good idea, like very creative. And first I thought you were just gonna have people destroy a wall and there was gonna be nothing underneath it. But when you're about to cross it, that was really cool.
Yes. What has been hidden by this anger, these accusations, modern day society has.
Well, where will the cross be placed inside the wall? Because if you have a long wall and you have multiple people throwing hammers into the wall,
But,
then will
yes.
there be little crosses at each point?
No. Just one large cross. It's
One large cross.
5 feet tall.
So not everyone's actually going to find the cross. They're just going to hit the wall.
Yes, but they will eventually see steel. Maybe they'll stick around to see what's inside. Yes. Trinity.
So are you thinking of having like words on the cross so that when they find it they can read it, or are you just gonna make it a
Just a
plain?
cross, then a speech about God's love in today's society and all that. and many Bibles being handed out. Yes, Alita.
To I guess clarify what Faith asked about, is it a round wall?
No, it is rectangular, like squarish.
Okay. So the cross is in the center?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Could this be more of like a group activity? Whereas like a group of people come and like they all take turns doing it, and once they get to the cross, you give them the speech, and they kind of did it together.
It would need a large group, but I suppose it could also be used in that fashion. Yes. Any more questions?